share your truth. Today's topic is about competition versus collaboration. Ooh. I'm Bridget Marie.
Candice B. Trayana Rankins.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Mika Means.
I'm Raquel.
I'm Claire.
Okay, so competition versus collaboration, or collaboration versus competition.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
Here we go.
No, let me tell you how I feel about this, because sometimes people set you up in these competitions that you're not even in. And that pisses me off, because I'm not even in competition with you, baby girl.
Baby girl.
So I'm trying to understand where, and the reason why I'm so passionate about this, because recently I just found out that I was in competition with somebody. And when I find out, at first I felt some type of way, and I was like, let me send this to some people so I won't be tripping. Right. You know, I'm still hood, so I still be thinking, you know, so I sent it to 2 people. The first person was like, yeah, that sound like, you know, I'll post something and I hashtag, I don't want to say it because they might watch it, but I hashtag something, right? So like a couple of hours later, she posts something, and when she posted, she was like, I'm the creator and da 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 da, right? And hashtagged it with the little trademark. So I felt some type of way, like, is this towards me? So I had to send it to 2 or 3 people.
Good question. Have y'all ever worked together or collabed on anything prior to this?
No.
Okay.
But she had been in our circle.
And you know her.
And I know her.
Okay.
Right? So I sent it to 2 people, and I was trying to get an understanding before I kind of, so both of the people was like, yeah, that sound like some shade. That sound like a little bit of competition. So
Another question.
I don't want to
clarify.
She's trying to get some clarity.
No shade, just understanding. The other 2 people you sent it to, are they kind of hood too?
I was thinking the same thing.
No.
But are they in the same circle?
No, they were 2 separate people.
Okay.
2 separate people.
Okay.
Now, mind you, one was like, send it to somebody else, because I really don't care for her like that. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Send it to somebody else, because I really don't care for her like that, and I don't want to give my judgment off of that's good. So I sent it to a 3rd person, because she told me to send it to somebody else, because she really don't care for her like that, and she don't want to give her personal opinion. So I sent it to a 3rd person, and they all was like, all separate people, don't hang around each other, nothing. So I'm thinking to myself, like, how could this be a competition? Like, you're doing, like, we're not even selling the same products. You get what I'm saying? So a part of me be like, that's crazy. And then wait, days later, somebody called me out the blue, like a person that's older than me that I grew up looking up to. She was like, you see Whoop the Whoop? I think she and Whoop. And I was like, okay, it's real.
Yeah.
Something that I didn't have nothing, like, really seriously, I'm thinking to myself, like, how could you create a competition with a person that's not even in a race? I'm not trying to race you. I'm not trying to outdo you. I'm not trying to outshine you. I'm not trying to do any of that. So where does the competition come from? Because at the end of the day, we could collaborate and make each other go higher. It's people that you know that I don't know, and it's people that I know that don't know you. So how is it a competition? It shouldn't be. You get what I'm saying? And it's so hard, because when you talk about competition versus collaboration, a person will go into a competition faster than they will go into a collaboration.
Yes, they will.
And it's sad, because as Black women, I feel like we should be collaborating more than we in competition with each other.
Why do you guys think that? I agree with that. People do go into competition faster than collaboration. Why y'all think that's so?
I think it's putting you as a child like you got to be the best. It's only room for one at the top.
I think it starts as a kid.
You gotta shine. You gotta shine. I'm making sure that my child is shining. If you ever go to a baseball game or whatever, you could go in the hood or in the whatever area. You're gonna see the parent like, my child is the best. My child is the best. And you want to be the best, and you want to do that. But then it goes into adulthood, and it's like, nah, I can't do that. You sell here, I sell here. We can't even be cool like that. Or either I seek under you to get what you have, and then I go and do my own.
That happens.
Everybody got to do their own thing, because and it's not until I want to say maybe a couple of years ago that I got into the point where, if I want to do something and it's in my heart and God called me to do it, if it just so happened that Takoya do it, that's cool. I could talk to Takoya about it.
Right.
I don't have to just see
another woman just can't inspire you.
Right. Facts.
Like, I get my inspiration from other women all the time.
Right.
And I'm not afraid to say that that's who I look at. I'm not afraid to say that I be on their page.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say
all fire emojis.
Exactly.
Fire emojis.
You get what I'm saying?
But
Because
inspiration don't mean that you copying. It's
It
people out
don't.
here
It is
copying. Like, literally taking what you said, just like you put that hashtag, then they have to put the little behind it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, why? It's like they trying to one up you.
It's
like,
a crab in a bucket type of mentality.
Yeah.
But it takes people like us
to
break it. Like, I think Trey posted it the other day, like, you are the type of woman that starts a revolution all by yourself.
Right.
And I feel like all of us are the same way. Like, all we have to do is be and talk to the women in our circle or the men in our circle, and then that's how we start breaking these type of things, because it doesn't make sense. Like, that quote that says, you go down the bread aisle, it's all bread. It's thousands of different types of bread. But guess what? They all getting bought. They all getting bought. So if I have a plan or if I have something, it's better sometimes to talk to a person that went through it instead of feeling shame. Like, oh no, I can't come at them like that because when I start doing it, they gonna feel some type of way.
But it is them conversations behind the scenes.
Right.
Because I done had conversations like, you think if I do that she gonna think I'm copying?
Right.
Like, and that do go through your mind, but you gotta separate yourself, and you gotta be authentic
in what you do.
And I feel like people who trying to be in competition, they not trying to be authentically them.
They just trying to get it.
Right. Yeah. Either they're trying to get it for exactly that part, because I know somebody like that. Or, I ain't lying, I do know somebody like that, because they don't have a job.
They trying to get it.
If I see you out here and you popping, you got all your by enemies necessary, I might need to
I'm hungry.
by enemies. By enemies necessary.
I'm just gonna cut the necessary out by any means. Because I'm hungry.
So people, and is that inspiration though?
Yeah.
Cause I don't know if that's inspiration.
It's inspiration, but it's also copying. You gotta do it in your own lane. If you're inspired by somebody, because y'all all inspire me, and it's a lot of women that inspire me, and I'm like, okay, when I get my vision out, I'm gonna do it. You can be inspired, but you don't have to copy.
Yeah.
And you can be inspired, and you can go past your pride and say, hey, Takoya, I know you started in such and such. Can you give me some pointers?
That part.
Or you can buy a ticket to somebody that's doing a self-publishing if you want to self-publish. You know what I'm saying? It's ways that you can go about it. Women's conference, that's another thing that I was going to say. That is a collaboration, because all of us are awesome in our own right. We can all be like, I wanted to have a women's conference, or I wanted to speak on a public scale. I wanted to sell 100 tickets. But if you got your girl that started something, why don't you collaborate?
Yeah.
Okay, Bridget, I'm gonna speak at your event.
Yeah.
Even though Bridget is the face and the name, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people's like, oh, Bridget is the face and the name, honey. My name has to be in there.
Yeah.
I don't want my name in a little box with Bridget up here. I want my name up here where Bridget's name is.
Right.
But it's like when you get to that space, you'll be cool.
Yeah.
But until you get to that space, just collaborate.
But I think that's the most important thing that has to be identified. Because when you are inspiring somebody, you got to understand that they're not there yet. So they might have to copy until they find themselves. It doesn't necessarily have to. That's why we got to self-reflect. Because if we see somebody doing the very thing that we're doing, it's like, okay, let me see. I think she's copying me. Or it could be like, you know what? I'm glad that I could inspire her. Let me give her the sources that she needs. Let me reach out to her and let her know, like, listen, I did the same thing that you're doing. This is the steps that I take. Do you want to sit down and have a powwow? You know what I'm saying? No, because sometimes that's what it requires, but we're not all there yet. No matter how we try to make it seem like, okay, this collaboration verse. No, let's be real with ourselves. Let's be 100.
Wait, but then what about the person who you sent, the second person, the one who is
On the receiving side.
No. The person who you saying I'm inspiring you and you looking at me, but I'm really not there yet either. So now we on the same thing. It ain't like I'm up here and you down here. You're taking and I know. I know
they taking off your plate.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen too. Every Instagram, a lot of people go by what they see. I'm not here to prove to you where I am and where I'm not. I'm just trying to get to where I gotta go. So I can't take time looking behind me to try to figure out if you're close to me or not. Granted, I understand we may have the same ideas. You may be doing the same thing that I'm doing, but I can't stop and figure out if that's what you're trying to do because I got somewhere to go.
But what if I can't? I'm not at the level to teach you.
Right.
What? That's what she said. Like for example, like people hit me and be like, "Could you show me or tell me where you got your slippers made?" And I'm like,
I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet.
But that's where the collaboration comes in. We can go research together. You be on your laptop, I'm gonna be on my
But
laptop.
I also feel like this because I am a giver. I am the type that'll be like, here we go, here we go, here we go. But it gets to the point to where you doing all the footwork to everything, and then now they asking you for your for like you gotta go put in some work too. You gotta go do the research. You gotta hit the ground and get your feet wet like how I got my feet wet. You gotta go and you gotta purchase samples.
Right.
Like how I purchase
that's
samples.
information right there. You ain't gotta give the exact sources, but
no, but they'll be mad at that.
But Mika, for you, like you hustling hard right now.
Yeah.
Like I see you all down my timeline. I see you, everybody posting you. So you gotta understand what comes with the territory. People, that's just like a little kid seeing somebody famous on the TV. Oh my God, I want to be like her. I'm gonna start dancing like her. I'm gonna do my hair like her. I'm gonna do my makeup like her. I'm gonna dress like her until they get to a point to where they find themselves and understand that I can be me. And I can get the same fulfillment. I don't have to be her. But it's a process. It doesn't come overnight. So when they see you,
I get it. My thing is because I am the type that'll tell people where, because to me I feel like my design's gonna be different from yours. I hope you ain't gonna use the same fonts and stuff. Like I hope you don't put the stuff in there like I do.
What if Mika Me's coming here and
I'm hoping like you just not gonna come out and just copy everything I do. Like I'm like, okay, it's clothes, so we buy different clothes all the time. We buy different shirts all the time. So to me, I'm like, if I give this information, it's not gonna look like mine.
Right.
I hope.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like I did do a lot of footwork. Like I paid for a lot of samples. Like I had the samples to figure it out. Like and then it's like you want me to give you this information when I paid, and I did the footwork to it. So now I'm like, you're gonna pay me for this information.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because I can't just keep giving it because this didn't come free. This didn't come easy.
Right.
And you have to also look at it as everybody don't have a hustle in them like you do.
Right.
No, that's true too. But you're still gonna have to pay for something.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you want my manufacturers, you're gonna have to pay for my manufacturers because I paid for my manufacturers.
Right. And would you consider that collabing if they're paying for it?
That's not considered. It's a service. I'm servicing you. It's a service.
So at that point, it's like no collaboration or competition.
Right.
There's no way for her to collaborate in that I think.
Because all you gotta say is go research it. I went to research it. Why you can't research it? Because I can't collaborate. Hold on. I will take, like with hair. One of my friends came and she like, I want to start selling hair. Like I'm about to quit. She's about to quit her job or whatever. I want to start selling hair. I'm about to be like, boom, boom, boom. You should get this. But I'm not giving you my distributor. Go, and this is what I told her. I said, go look on. It was like AliExpress or whatever. Really, what I did, let me just tell y'all. I went on YouTube and I looked up like what are the highest. Like what? Yeah, right. And then I tested them things. Whatever worked for me, worked for me. Right. Why you can't go do that? Right. Now, but I tell you, I'm not about to tell you my distributor. Right. But I will tell you to go research it, and I feel like that's what she's saying. Like go research it so that you because. If I'm telling you my distributors, you ain't putting in no type of work. And I put in a whole lot of work to get to where I am. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Right. But when you collab, it's a give and take. Like it's encoding, decoding. I'm gonna receive something, you gonna receive something. That's collab. But if you talking to people who ain't got nothing and ain't established nothing, it's not a collaboration. And that's why I say you gotta identify for what it is.
Yeah.
Let's be straightforward.
I think God is going. Let me say this. I think God is going to put you in different positions to do different things.
Right.
I think sometimes God is going to put you in a position to give, and sometimes He's going to get in a position to create a service, and then collaborate and things. I think it's important to pray and ask God what, like we were talking about before, case by case. Like asking God, like what is supposed to be. I've been in a situation where my position was to collaborate with somebody, but they actually got close to me to
find out parts of what I was doing to just step away and do their own thing. But my intentions was to collaborate. But their idea was different, obviously, right? But the way our God works, I look at it now that the person's away from my situation, and they not getting far.
Right.
Because what they thought they had, it can't be like mine.
Right.
It can never be, it can have parts of, and I'm talking about parts of my, like, literally, like stuff you can dip, like you can say it's copy and paste. And but I never brought it to the person's attention. I never brought it to the person's attention, and I just been saying about it because I knew my intentions was to collaborate, but I know that God told me that was mine. And even though she thought she had something, the moment she stepped away, and then later on, like maybe a couple months ago, somebody told me like, yeah, she probably was doing that, but I can tell you that she's like lost. She has no idea what to do with her brain, with her business. So people are going to do that, but I think that as creators and as entrepreneurs, we're going to be in positions where people are going to come to us for stuff. And I feel like the higher we excel, we're going to be put in positions where we're going to give to people. Like that's my desire, is to give to people. I don't feel like, and I'm not saying anybody else is wrong, but I don't feel like because I work, you have to work. I do feel like there's a time that I can hold your hand or walk with you, but there's a time I have to release my hand too, and you're going to have to be on your own. But you have to be willing to learn the steps along the way. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I think there's some people that are going to just be there to see, and they're going to copy and paste and move on. But the formula, the foundation wasn't set. Period. So their formula doesn't even have the same what they thought it was. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think you just have to be case by case. But I think as Black women, we gotta come together a little bit better and not think in the form that we do. It's gonna hurt your feelings because it bothered me. It pissed me off.
Where does that start though?
What?
The coming together part. Where does that start?
I think, and the thing about it is this particular person that I'm talking about, I actually told her like I'll mentor you. Like I'll walk you through this. It was no reason for her to do what she did because I'm giving it to you. But there's some people that want it the way they want it, and you know what I'm saying. But then you still need me. Now you're thinking about hiring me, so it makes sense.
Then they don't want to feel like you help them.
Yes.
People don't like paying homage. And that's the part that bothers me the most. If you teach me something, I feel like I should say that you taught me that. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I should be woman enough to say, Kels taught me how to do that. I don't know what I was doing, girl. She the one showed me how to do that. And what is wrong with that? But there's so many people that get out here and act like Kels and put them on.
Or
they get it themselves. Or they never say it.
But
they keep it in
outside.
their hearts. They go to the grave with it. They will never speak.
You know, I have people tell me behind closed doors, but they won't say it out in front.
Yeah. And that's like with people who, you know, can't speak to you in a certain manner because they talk about you behind your back. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I thought we was cool, but you can't speak. Because you done talked about me to her. So now that you with her, you can't greet me the way that you usually greet me when you by yourself. That paying homage part is what bothers me the most when it comes to competition versus collaboration with Black women, because it's like, I don't care. This one time, this dude, my gay friend, he hit me up and he was like, Whoop the Whoop told me she taught you, and they arguing, right? Him and this girl is arguing because he's telling her, you didn't teach her that. You didn't, and she like, yes I did. So when he called me, he was like, the B told me she taught you, and I was like, she did. He got quiet and was like, I didn't know how to do that. She showed me how to do that. He like, oh, because she was making it seem like, I was like, she did.
Yeah.
And that was big of you to
right there.
Yeah.
She showed me. I did not know how to do. I had certain steps, but I was missing a step.
Right.
She showed me that step that I needed. So in all, I felt that she taught me. Because I wouldn't have never got to this step without her one step.
Right.
So I'm giving her that credit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is good.
He was like, girl, we was going back and forth for hours. I said, well, you should have called me. Because she taught me that.
Yeah, like the girl that you mentioned. attention. Like, she was missing you, and that's why she couldn't get to where she was trying to get.
Yeah.
She was probably missing one step that she just.
And it irritated me because I knew that from the beginning. Like, I knew that. We both knew that. So I don't understand what happened, because we both agreed that I was gonna help you. And I didn't mind.
I know what you're talking about. But she don't want to pay. She don't want to pay. You don't want to pay for somebody's services that you feel like, I'm your friend.
That's the second part. The first part was being like on the team, seeing everything. You know what I'm saying? And then you figuring out you ain't got what you thought you had. Then it's like, oh, I can hire her. But see, I had to check me. I give a lot. I'm just a giver, right? Like Mika said, we just give. And it is frustrating because you get to a point that you realize you give, and sometimes you don't reciprocate the same things. So you have to be like, okay, God, listen, I'm doing things unto you, but why isn't it being, you know what I'm saying, reciprocated? But lately I'll be like, God, you about to bless me. Yeah. Because I have been giving for so long.
Yeah.
I'm about to cry.
And they hit different.
And it's irritating because I know that I know that I give with no expectations, but I know that what I could be, I'm not because of that. But I don't want to change who I am, because if I change who I am, I'm not Trayana no more. And I refuse to be angry at people or irritated or whatever the case is, and because I know God is going to bless it. It's a time to receive, it's a time to give, and it's a time to use your wisdom. And say, okay, God, like, I hear that you want me to give, but help me be wise on how and who and when and how much.
I think it's a big differentiation between collabing and wave writing. Okay. So collaboration is when you have something, I have something, we work together, and we make something beautiful. Wave writing is, I see what you want, I want to get it like that. So let me leech on to you and see how you getting it, so I can duplicate what you have. So I think discernment is very good when it comes to business, a business mind, because there are people like me that want to birth a business, and I'm like, okay, watching, like, okay, well, how I get, okay, that's how I'm gonna do it. And then there's people that want a business, they want to lay on their back though. They want to sleep till 3 p.m. in the daytime because they feel like they are entrepreneur. They're a lazypreneur, and this is how we gonna get it. So let me follow Trey. Okay, Trey, let me latch on to what you doing, because I want to inspire. Like, you know, there are people that do that, but you gotta have discernment, because there's really people that want to get it and just don't know how. And then there's people that want to get it, but they really don't want to put in the work, because it's a lot of work. But I feel like collaboration is bringing it too. Like, I may have a talent. You might not have a talent. You might be a wet sponge. But you got the pieces to the puzzle. And then I put, okay, there we are. So then you can collaborate in that instance. But it is a lot of people out here that's wave riding and that just want to be on the next big thing.
I like that, Kels, because I think that's more on point with collaboration, because it's like I may have A and C, but you got the B, and then together that
I'm coming hard with my B.
I need that right now. I'm not able to do that.
But that goes back to having discernment on what step that she has that could bring this together greatly. You know, like you said, you might have A and C, and we need the B. If you don't have the B, then it's not a collaboration.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you will have to discern and see how it is that person will be able to help you, just like you will be able to help that person. And because I really believe that is wave riders. It is more wave riders than it is people that you
are
genuine people.
And then you got to be okay with that person taking a bit of your shine. You got to be able to say, okay, my pride is, I gotta kill my pride, because some people come in and it's like, oh, who running the show, me or you? But it's like, if they're bringing what that be that needs to be made, then you need to be able to be like, okay, let them do their thing, because there are a lot of people like, oh no, I'm the front of this, I'm the head of this. So what you think you're doing? But then if you collab, you gotta be able to say, okay, I take 80%, you take 20. I take 20% of the time, you take 80.
That becomes the type of person that you are, and just being humble, because I am a behind the scenes person. I have a lot of things that my hands is in that nobody even know that my hands is in until they say my name on the stage, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that I be in, but I don't want nobody, like, not that I don't want anybody to know, don't want the public
Attention.
service
Yeah.
announcement. Like, I don't mind it if that's what you're gonna do, but at the end of the day, it's not that I'm the one that's like forefront me.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is Bridget conference. She wanted to be a part. Great.
Right.
It's Bridget's, and I'm there. You know, like it's pieces to puzzles.
Absolutely.
I might not be the biggest piece. I might be that little bitty piece you gotta find under your couch.
Right.
But that piece is going to.
It works.
It makes it happen.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you have to know who you are and what part do you want, because it is some people who want to be on the stage, and this is one thing I have to speak on this. we got this event, and my friend, she's on stage. She's the what is it? The host.
Yeah.
She's the host, and it was another girl on stage with her. Right?
No.
She was just on stage. She was no host.
She said no host.
So my friend, she's texting me the whole time while I'm walking around, you know, doing my thing, and she won't get off the stage. But when I get there, it's 1 million people on stage, not just this one girl, right? So when I get on the stage, I'm like, okay, y'all have to clear the stage. Like, this is a fire hazard. You have to get off the stage. So in the midst of me telling people to get off the stage, her and the girl is going back and forth. So I'm like in the middle, and I'm telling both of them, like, y'all energy off. So the girl was thinking that I was telling her that her energy off, but I was telling both of them that they energy off, because y'all on stage, people looking up at us, young girls. This is not the event. So I'm trying to get to the point to where, why did you want her off the stage? That's what I had to get my friend. It's 1 million people on stage. Mind you, she's kind of the only other black girl that's on stage with her. So I felt like, even though she got off the stage, I felt like, why did you want her to get off the stage so bad?
Yeah.
So to me, if I was on the stage and if I was the host, I would have collaborated with her to help me get everybody off the stage.
Right.
Girl, who
Then what you gonna get her out the stage?
But she was like, females too, everybody off the stage, females too, but she's the only other female that's on the stage. So I kind of was like, now we done got into it. We about to fight. So at the end, I seen her sister, and I wanted to talk to her sister. Like, come here. Like, you know, she was she was like, what's up? Like, you know, she was like, so I was like, you know what? Because I felt like if there's another black woman on stage with me, we're going to collaborate to get all these other people off the stage. Why is it that I have to say
fight?
And females too, but I'm the only female on the stage?
Right.
Or you the only female on the stage?
Right.
Why we couldn't collaborate together to get everybody else off of the stage? You get what I'm saying? So that right there, but guess what? She wanted to be the only female on the stage.
Right.
And sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
Even though you don't agree with why she's on the stage, even though you don't agree with what she's doing on the stage, sometimes your collaboration could make somebody else be different. You get what I'm saying? Or look at other people different. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you just have to discernment for sure.
I think Bridget would be a good example for collaboration, because she had this vision, but she knew without us, the vision wouldn't have came, you know, it would have came into fruition. And even with the conference, from this, you know, from us doing Share Your Truth, the conference kind of stemmed from there. Like, now we're all a part of it. Now we're a part of Share Your Truth in this women's conference. And it's like, she's not trying to hold everything to herself, but she's trying to put other people on and
you go further
get their name out there.
Yeah, to what you're doing. Yeah, for sure.
Teamwork makes a dream work.
And a lot of people don't understand that there is no I in team.
There's no I in team.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot create a team. You just feel like you there by yourself.
But it's a lot of people that don't.
They don't.
Right.
I just want the shine on me, and I'm kind of like Mika. Like, I want to be the back person. Like, I want to be the person. Even though I'm always in the forefront, but even with the conference, like, I had to send the thing to Trey first. Like, girl, you think I should take this little picture there? She was like, no, because people need to see that you the host. And I was like, well, why they need to see? Like, so I mean, and I kept it on there only based off of what she was saying, but Otherwise, I would have just had all the speakers on there. Just you by yourself. This is your flyer. You send it to whoever you want to send it to. Because I know your face can bring somebody. Your face, everybody's face can bring somebody. Whoever they're catering to, or whoever their friends or their family are, or whatever. So I feel like collaboration. I don't want just to shine. Because I know I'm gonna shine. Period.
Regardless.
So if we sit together and we all shining, that's better.
I'm not bigger light, bigger cat.
I'm not trying to outshine nobody. So that I think mentally you have to think like I'm not trying to outshine you because when I step on the scene, literally I shift the atmosphere, and I know that about myself, and that's what I try and preach to other women. Like when you step on the scene, you literally shift it. But you gotta be willing to shift it.
Yeah.
No, you can either shift it positive or you can shift it negative. But you're gonna shift it when you walk in. Think about it. Anytime, this is what I do not like this. But when it's a lot of people in the room, right, and you walk in, don't everybody turn and look at you?
Yeah, I'll be like, was y'all just talking about me or something?
But see, that's what I'm talking about. Right. You bring something into the room. So you gotta just ask yourself, am I bringing positive or I'm bringing negative? Either way, I'm trying to bring light wherever it is darkness. So it don't matter. My light's gonna shine, period. So if I'm shining and you shining, we all shining, that's cool. Right. If I'm shining and you darkness, I'm gonna give you a little bit of light over there. So that's just that's how I look at collaboration. Like I just feel like we all can shine. We all gonna get something from it. Right. So
it's a certain maturity. Yes. Like we said earlier, it's that mentality of I don't want nobody that look like me up here. Like the girl with the stage, I don't want nobody to look like me because if she look like me, then they're gonna be looking at her too. A lot of people get mad when they see another black woman come in, or they see another person that looks like them come in. It's like, oh God, now I got competition. And it's like
we can cut a rug together.
I hate
it. Our two-step.
I hate it. Listen, when I come to a party,
cross my mind.
But it's different people.
Me too.
It just depends on you because there are a lot of people that are threatened by your existence. Period. Like just like the social media over the last couple of months, people like, oh no, now Thailand has become the new Vegas. Oh no. Y'all didn't see them posts? No. They're like, oh, now black people want to travel.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have been inspired. Like, now you're mad. You're mad because other black people are traveling where you're traveling.
Competition to me, I feel like, don't create competition without just no reason. Like, competition is something, I don't think competition should be played, but if it is played, it should be like we agreeing upon this competition. Like, okay, I'm gonna try to make it to 10, you make it to 10, and then once we get to 10, we're gonna try to make it to 15.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a friendly competition. Like, it should be agreed upon. And the thing with competition these days, like I said earlier, people create competitions and the other person don't even know that they're competing. And that becomes conflict within a competition, and it shouldn't be a conflict inside of a competition. It should be always a friendly competition. If anything, if you are going to create a competition, it should always be a friendly competition. If me and Bridget are both writing books and she's on her 4th, that could be a competition between me and her. Like, okay, let's get to 7. Let's get to 10. You know, that's a friendly competition, a healthy competition, because there are healthy competitions.
Yes.
There are people who have competitions and they both win. Right. So at the end of the day, I feel like when you are doing a competition, always make sure that it's healthy. Always make sure that it's friendly, because a competition created without another person becomes a conflict. So that, for me, I feel like, you know, competition is not always a bad thing. It just always have to be two-sided. It always have to be like agreed upon. So, you know, get out of the one-sided competition, you in the race and the other person don't even know they there, because at the end of the day, that causes, you know, conflict between each other.
Right. That's good. That's so good. Collaboration. I feel like anybody can collaborate, but you gotta have the mindset that I'm not in competition when I'm collaborating. You have to know that you have your own spark, you have your own light. You do have to know that you have to be so confident in yourself in order to collaborate. I think we didn't hit on that, but I feel like you need to be confident, because if I'm confident, I don't need to be in competition with you. Like, so that comes into play, and know that something that you can't bring, somebody else can bring to the table. That is share your truth. I couldn't do share your truth by myself. I just couldn't. So I had to collaborate with these women. You know what I'm saying? My women's conference that's coming up. I don't even like to say our women's conference. I have to have them, and it's 16 presenters all together. I had to pick anointed bomb women that to me carry a light that they don't need to be in competition with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you have to really get to know yourself and be confident in yourself, your gifting, your talents, your business, your books, whatever you have out there. When you are so confident in that, I don't need to look to the left, I don't need to look to the right. I'm looking straight forward, and that's it. And that's it. So when you think of certain people who you want to collaborate with, think of people who can add to whatever you're doing, and whoever can add to whatever you're doing, try to collaborate with them. It don't have to be a competition.
Alright, so we want to thank you for watching, but here's the point that we want to get you involved. We want you to like, we want you to comment, we want you to subscribe, okay? And share it. If there are some women in your life that inspire you, that you would like to collaborate with, if it's some women that just inspire you, period, we want you to tag them below so they can see the video as well. We like to hear your feedback. How did you feel about this episode? How do you feel about collaboration versus competition? Do you feel like you go first to competing instead of collaborating? Or do you feel like you go first to collaborating versus competing? Have you ever had somebody that shaded you or looked at you sideways because they were your competition and you had no idea? Hey, we want to hear from you. We really want to hear from you. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe below. And this is
Share Your Truth.